Do you believe that a sixth sense exists? If so, have you ever wished that you had a sixth sense? Is there a specific way to open up your powerful sixth sense and get you in touch with your inner self? What if I told you that this is possible? That it is a way? The most mysterious organ in the endocrine system is the pineal gland. The pineal gland is known by many names, such as the epicenter of enlightenment, the seat of the soul, and the third eye. It is the size of a pea, and it is shaped like a bit of pine cone. It resides in the center of our brain. This organ is sensitive to light, and it produces the hormone melatonin. This hormone influences the sleep cycles. The pineal gland's most exciting and incredible function is that it releases N-dimethyltryptamine, known as DMT. DMT is also known as the spirit molecule since it is considered one of the most potent psychedelics that we can experience. Many people had used the DMT and had said that they had experienced mystical visions that were far stronger than other psychedelics. They had claimed that they felt like they had been taken to alternate realities and had interacted with sentient interdimensional beings. Many had said that visceral experiences had changed their entire world perspective. Those experiences seemed to be more accurate than their daily life. The pineal gland produces the molecule which can transcend our consciousness into a high dimension and connect us to the oneness of the universe. While we are sleeping, the pineal gland produces small amounts of DMT. What happens next? This is the driving force behind our dreams. However, more interesting is that during death, the pineal gland floods the brain with many doses of DMT. This helps our consciousness leave the body and join the spiritual world. However, it is not as simple as it sounds. Many ancient and modern sources have claimed that the pineal gland holds a lot of secrets of spiritual wisdom and psychic awareness. Its power can be vital for physical, mental, and spiritual health. It is a gateway to higher consciousness. The pineal gland has been a subject of much interest for centuries since ancient times. Galen and René Descartes had described it in the 3rd century. It was described as the seat of the soul. René Descartes had noted something exciting about the pineal gland. He had said that the gland is the principal seat of the soul and the place where our thoughts are formed. He had noted that any other part of the brain could not be found except the pineal, glad that it is not double. We have 2 eyes, yet we see one thing. We have 2 ears, yet we listen to one voice. He noted that the human brain had never had 2 thoughts simultaneously. Since it is this way, it must necessarily be the case that the impressions unite in some part of the body before being considered by the soul. He noted that it is impossible to find any such place in the whole head except the gland. It is situated in the most suitable position for this purpose. Descartes was one of the many philosophers experienced in vivisection and anatomy. He rightly pointed out the extraordinary nature of the pineal gland's location in the brain. Many have claimed that the pineal gland is the key to our spiritual awakening. It is said to be the third eye chakra or the Ajna chakra, which is between our 2 physical eyes. Even the ancient civilization knew about this. How can we prove that? In their symbolism, we can see that the pine cone has served as a symbolic representation of human enlightenment. The pineal gland and the third eye can be seen everywhere worldwide. It can also be seen in one of the oldest civilizations on our planet, the ancient Sumerians. There are many references. There are many drawings of the Anunnaki gods holding a pine cone. We can see the Anunnaki holding a pine cone and using it to influence a stylized tree. The most exciting and bizarre about this is that the tree curiously resembles the DNA strand of our own body. The DNA strand was discovered thousands of years later, if you didn't know. However, in the 19th century in ancient Egypt, the most seen symbol was the Eye of Horus. The symbol of the Eye of ours can be used as a map of our brains. It is weird how much it bears an uncanny resemblance to the center of our brain. However, not only this symbol, even the pineal gland was used and shown. It was seen on the serpent crown shown on Egyptian and Nubian royalty, considered the third eye. This is referenced as the symbol of wisdom and power. Richard Kasser was an author, lecturer and documentary, and filmmaker. He made a huge discovery. He had discovered the prominent role of the third eye in ancient Egyptian culture. He had also discovered many depictions of the Aten symbol. It was said that the Aten stands for the awakened third eye that sees the world within or the sun within. The Aten is a symbol of both the third eye and the soul. In Hinduism, Richard Kasser also discovered the striking similarity between the Aten symbol and the bindi, a dot on the forehead. Even the bindu is associated with Ajna chakra or called the third eye of chakra. The 3-eye symbol can also be found in Buddhism and Taoism. However, the most astonishing fact is that the third eye also presents the New World religions of the ancient Maya, Aztec, Toltec, Inca, Chavin, and Olmec, which Kasser discovered. According to Richard Kasser, there is a long history of the third eye. This history is called the occult tradition or Hermetic tradition. This tradition teaches us a lot. It tells us that thousands of years before the first known civilizations, our ancestors had a third physical eye in the center of their foreheads. However, it is said that humans evolved, and the third eye had become the modern pineal gland. Because its location is located precisely in the geometric center of the human brain, it tells us a lot of evidence that the third eye was once our first eye. The pineal gland was experimented with under the microscope, and it found that there were cells that had the same features as the rod-shaped light-sensitive cells found in our retinas. Just as our physical eyes receive signals that travel down the optic nerves, even the pineal gland does. The primitive third eye once functioned as a sight organ indeed. However, the third eye organ no longer works in our daily lives and must be awakened or activated. It is believed that every human being's pineal gland can be activated in the spiritual world. This can enable you to access the higher dimensions of consciousness and have the sense of all-knowing godlike euphoria and oneness. With the help of deep meditation or various other spiritual and esoteric practices, you can have out-of-body experiences. This experience is known as astral travel or astral projection. It is possible to influence and feel the thoughts and actions of people in the physical world. The third eye is the door to many incredible powers such as telepathy, clairvoyance, lucid dreaming, or reviewing. However, there are also minor benefits such as enhanced imagination or better sleep quality. When the third eye connection has been cultivated, the illusion of separation between self and spirit dissolves. There is a possibility that you can open the third eye or not. However, when you open the third eye, you will be able to receive access to the higher dimensions. When you get access to the higher dimensions, you will be able to awake within the dream, walk between realities, and surpass humanity's limitations. But, if your third eye is blocked, it can lead to confusion, jealousy, and any other low-frequency emotions. The third eye is the highest source of ethereal energy. The physical eyes perceive the physical world. However, the third eye sees the actual world. To be healthy at the physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual levels, you need to learn how to access high-frequency energy by activating your pineal gland. This is essential for health, and it raises the frequency of your body and soul. It would help if you surrounded yourself with high-frequency energy because this way, your health improves. However, if you don't surround yourself with high frequency but low, your health deteriorates. There have been many frequency types of research, and according to them, a healthy human body's frequency rates are between 62 to 78 MHz. The human body is vulnerable to illness and disease at a low frequency rate. However, if the human body reaches 25 MHz, it's when the risk of death increases. It makes us wonder, does everyone has a pineal gland that can give these incredible powers and benefits? We are living our lives working as enslaved people, surrounding ourselves with miserable people, without even questioning the system. We live this way because most of our people's pineal glands are completely calcified. However, pineal gland calcification is systematically enforced by our governments, not by us. Are you familiar with the word sodium fluoride? It was said multiple times that sodium fluoride is a big help for the strength of our teeth and for stopping the formation of cavities. However, much research has been done, proving that this information was false. Fluoride has been added to everything we use daily, including our food, water, and even toothpaste. However, in the 90s, a British scientist named Jennifer Luke discovered something interesting. She studied the effects of sodium fluoride on the pineal gland. There, she found that the pineal gland was a target for fluoride because it absorbed more fluoride than any other physical matter in the body. The researchers had concluded that the fluoride is attracted to the pineal gland like a magnet. If we consume the fluoride, it calcifies the pineal gland, making it no longer effective in balancing the entire hormonal processes throughout the body. We can say that sodium fluoride destroys our ability to connect to the higher frequencies and unlock our full potential. This is why it is prevalent in our food, our baths, and even toothpaste. There is news about not drinking water with sodium fluoride because it lowers IQ and even slows the function of the brain itself. However, it might be a big problem to avoid it, considering that sodium fluoride is put in 90% of the United States water supply. Why is this happening? We know that sodium fluoride is toxic. Why are we still using it? This conspiracy towards us makes us easy to control and easy to obey. The first time that the fluoride sodium was introduced into the water was by the Soviets and the Nazis. However, this was used in their concentration camps to make the camp population docile and not question anything or authority. We know that fluoride is toxic. However, it is still used in our toothpaste. The first thing that we do in the morning is brush our teeth, and the last thing that we do before going to sleep is brush our teeth. If we take a minute and look at the back of our toothpaste tube, there we will see a label. The label says that if you swallow more toothpaste than used for brushing, you must get medical help or contact a poison control center. Do you know that a gram of fluoride can kill a baby? However, there is an amount of that in our toothpaste. Where is this toxic substance used? Fluoride is the primary ingredient of cockroaches and rat poisons. It is also an essential ingredient of both sarin nerve gas and Prozac. An adult can be killed by a 1/10 ounce of sodium fluoride. Our pineal gland also becomes calcified by fluoride. Many believe that the main reason why fluoride is in our surroundings is that the government is trying to stop spiritual advancement. The government is trying to stop the expansion of conscious intelligence. The calcification of the pineal gland triggers early puberty and mental disorders. However, there are many side effects. Many studies have shown that water with fluoride lowers children's IQ and could cause fatal brain damage. It can impair visual spatial awareness. Humans wanted to try this on the animals and see how they would react. When given to the animals, fluoride destroys the male reproductive system. However, by ingesting low doses, the male animals experienced reduced infertility. The fluoride damaged the sperm and had the effect of low testosterone levels. However, the same results happened to us too, humans. It was studied that men drinking in areas with fluoridated water were found to have less testosterone and were more likely to be infertile. The fluoride cal also impacts the thyroid and causes hypothyroidism, an underactive thyroid. This impact leads to depression, muscle and joint pain, fatigue, weight gain, increased cholesterol levels, and heart diseases. How can we change this? How can we open our third eye, our pineal gland? In order to activate your pineal gland, you must make sure that you exclude any source of fluoride from your daily life. After doing this, you can decalcify your pineal gland by using tamarind fruit. What is tamarind fruit, you might ask? Tamarind fruit is grown from the African tamarind tree and is highly effective at detoxifying fluoride from our bodies. Many studies have been conducted, and it was found that when the children took tamarind, they excreted more fluoride in their urine than the control group. Besides this fruit, there is another natural detoxifier. Another natural detoxifier is raw apple vinegar, which helps to calcify the pineal gland. It can calcify the pineal gland due to its malic properties. It is an organic compound that gives fruits their sour taste. It helps the digestive system and helps the body detoxify. It is also known for binding to certain poisons and other toxins and taking them out of our bodies, an excellent substance for acute and detoxification. What is the next step? What is there to do once we decalcified our pineal gland? After taking all toxins out of our body, we can start practicing the various methods for activating our pineal gland or our third eye. You might know that the most potent way is meditation. There are endless benefits that you can achieve from meditation. Meditation can improve your memory and slow down or even prevent some neurodegenerative diseases. It can help you to reduce blood pressure. Meditation can often be even more effective than sleeping. You don't need morphine if you meditate. Even your brain functions better if you meditate. However, the most important is that meditation can also help you open up your third eye. You can focus all of your energy on the area of your third eye chakra. It might require a lot of practice and concentration. However, it will be the most incredible and powerful way of activating your pineal gland. We also have recommendations for you if you want to start your journey with meditation. There are videos on YouTube, a channel that goes under the name Hollow Vibes. It will not only activate your pineal gland and open your third eye, but it will also help you to awaken your sixth sense. There are videos that can guarantee you that you will open your third eye if you use a specific medication method for 21 days. The best time of the day for you to meditate is right after you wake up from your sleep. It is the best time because your brain would still be in a theta state, and it is the most convenient time for spiritual practices. It would be best that the second that you wake up, to lie for some time in your bed. It would help if you didn't get up immediately. You must lie and focus your awareness toward your third eye and get up with the thought that you want to open it. The more practices, the stronger the ability to access the third eye would be. Another big help is the sun. Sun gazing plays a significant role in activating the third eye. It would help if you stared at the sun during the sunrise or the sunset. If you look at the sun during this time, the light wouldn't be as strong, and it would be safe. As we said earlier, the pineal gland is susceptible to light, and that's why it is recommended to stay in the sun and stare at it. Many people believe in this process of staring at the sun. It is beneficial to the eyes and the pineal gland. It might sound pseudoscience, but many scientists have confirmed that sunlight can stimulate the pineal gland to release hormones. It is essential to sleep at night in complete darkness and then during the day to receive sunlight. This extraordinary organ, the pineal gland, is not only sensitive to light but also activates in part due to exposure to magnetic fields. Many studies have occurred with birds, concluding that the pineal gland monitors magnetic fields. It orientates the body in space and acts as a navigational scent. This explains why the geomagnetic storm and environmental stress can affect the pineal gland. This can affect and lead to problems with circadian rhythms. However, our heart also generates a powerful electromagnetic field. This strong electromagnetic field permeates the entire body. When the heart is activated with high frequencies of compassion and love, the electromagnetic field is amplified and expanded. The sensitivity of this organ towards electromagnetic energy causes it to be starting and vibrate together. A high vibration occurs like the heart and the pineal gland act together. Their high vibrations open up the third eye. However, our perception of space and time often shifts when the pineal gland is highly aroused. Many meditators have mentioned those experiences for ages, making it the reason why the time is so different during meditation. There is another incredible way of stimulating this organ. The method is the uplifting and healing power of the third kiss eye. What is the third kiss eye? Have you ever kissed someone on their forehead? If so, then you must know the feeling of it. You might know how interestingly intense it is. However, some might think that it is simple and just a kiss. However, a kiss on the forehead might be so emotional because it represents a kiss on the third eye. People don't realize how deep this kiss is. It is like kissing the person's soul. Some might like to hold hands with one another, but it is different when the lips meet the forehead. It is a sense of awakening. This whole experiment or process results in releasing melatonin. Melatonin helps us to get a good night's sleep. This means that a kiss on the forehead might benefit us in many ways that we can realize. You might try the third eye kiss even with your closest friend, and you will notice the results and the feeling behind it. It is a very uplifting experience for everyone. However, another way of opening the third eye exists. In this following method occurs the charged amethyst crystal. This method is done in nature while the sun is either setting or rising. It can also be done when the sun is at its highest point. You can also do it when it is a full moon. It would help if you took the charged crystal and put it on your forehead. It would be best if you took deep breaths and imagine the amethyst purple energy. Then, look directly at the sun while the sun warms the crystal and activates it. When the sun and your crystal meet, you must take 7 deep breaths. If you use this exercise in conjunction with meditation and a healthy diet, then you will be on your way to opening your third eye. You will enjoy and understand the sights and the sounds of the hidden world. It will allow you to optimize and perfect your present life, make the impossible possible, and unlock your full potential. Look no further than between your eyes.